There is a massive shift that needs to happen, and the universe is craving, waiting for the people who is ready to receive and channel this amazing wisdom. The problem here is the universe is not going to give power to someone who is going to misuse it, or giving power to someone that when they receive it is going to destroy themselves. So I want to share with you what is happening, what is this channeling of energy and wisdom that the universe is kind of in the needs, because as humanity we could reach a really advanced technology, not just physically in the metaphysical world, but also in the physical world and in the metaphysical world. But we are not able to receive it yet because people haven't reached, or majority of humanity haven't reached the level of consciousness that is necessary to kind of handle this. And this is very related with whatever you are doing right now with your manifestation. And this is why I kind of more focus on these topics, because it's what people is more ready to receive. But all this is training you to become that higher level of consciousness. And anyway, this is going to be a very different topic, but if you need any coaching to reach that level, my information is in the description in the video. Like, share, and subscribe so more people can find this type of wisdom and start to transform. Like, share, and subscribe. What else? And welcome to New York City. If there is noise, craziness, people are screaming, I cannot do absolutely anything because it's New York City and it's always noisy. So what is happening? The entire evolution of humanity is taking us to the same place. There is not such thing as, oh, he or she was an elevated master, an ascended master. We all have that power. The difference is why some can reach that level, but majority don't. Of course, if you ask to anyone and you say, you want to be a master of the universe? Yeah, everybody wants to be a master of the universe, not a master of the hood. But in the level of consciousness and awareness where humanity is, and this is what many of the wise people from the past, imagine hundreds, thousands of years, they've been saying the same, is if they get a little bit of this knowledge, they will use it for bad. And this is exactly what happened 10,000 years ago. That humanity fell from consciousness because they start to misuse the power that they were receiving. If you go, well, I don't want to go and touch because then I will switch to another topic. Let's stay in topic here. It's very important first that a balance between male and female energy is restored in men and women. Because remember, it's not the same. Femininity and masculinity is more like behavior. We're talking about the energies that create this universe. What happened here? I know many people, it's in the point where they desire, they know there is something bigger than just simple manifestation. When people is in that level, or even they start to kind of become aware of that, but they have a lower consciousness, it's gonna destroy themselves, and they're just gonna destroy people around them or the entire planet. And this is what the universe is trying to prevent. Every single one of the challenges you are going through are leading you to that point. Because imagine if you are reacting just because some person, your SP, your spouse, daughter, son, whatever, any person around you is triggering you, and people had a negative reaction, how is that person going to react and misuse such a power? You cannot get to that level first and then, oh, I'm gonna change my consciousness. It doesn't work that way. And it's what I've been telling, coincidentally, to a few people I've been talking, that they were like, oh, I know I can do more. I know there's a big mission for me. But the level of consciousness where they are is keeping them stuck, because they are more focused on the external world than the internal world. Your entire reality is going to be developing in a way that everything is building you there, but also kind of making a test. And this is not the difference of testing you to deserve money, wealth. We're not talking about physical stuff. We are talking about higher stuff. So when someone is to focus on the outside, on power, control, and we see this in the political world, people misusing power. So if the entire humanity is having that reflection of what is going on collectively, imagine if they actually receive a little bit of power. It's going to be destruction. So the universe knows this. It's not like you can go and trick people. Yeah, I know people who do tricky things, take advantage of people, and then they regret it, and then they realize they did bad, and they didn't want to fix things. When people is there having to face, they have consequences, they're not in the level of higher awareness. And this is not that you are less. Everybody comes from the same place. But in the moment we touch the physical dimension, people is out of advantage. And my entire desire is to actually guide people to reach that level, because it's very different what a woman has to do than what a man has to do, because it has to be with male and female energy. Right now it's an incredible disaster because women are more in male energy, surviving and trying to defend themselves from men. And men cannot actually access to more, because the things they should access through women is impossible, because they're in masculine energy, achieving things, making a lot of money, solving problems, things like that. And it's not going to happen, because this is why we see a very dramatic drop of masculine energy in the form of there is less testosterone, and it's not like they are toxic. It's being misused. So the universe itself is trying to make a balance. There has to be a point where women realize their bigger power is in female energy, because it's the mother of all creation. Men also has to realize that misusing their power is not going to take them anywhere, because they believe sex is the biggest thing they can reach, and that's far from the truth. That's the 1%. Money and sex is just the 1%. What is beyond that? Seeing only what is happening outside is the biggest and worst trick the dark side has to or use to prevent men to achieve that higher level of power. Because people believe, being a president or like having a lot of women or doing this, being a cheater is the higher thing. We cannot even fathom, we cannot even imagine how powerful a man can be if he reached that level. But to get there, first he has to become the awareness that can handle all this power. And to get there needs the help of a woman who is channeling female energy, because she's gonna be the channeler. And if she is busy trying to survive in masculine energy, being the breadwinner, and it's not offense to anyone, like I have a lot of strong independent women as a friends, but it's very different to achieve things in the physical world than in the metaphysical world. And the universe is in this kind of need of people who is ready to receive this. And it's not till women realize her bigger power is with female energy, because they're the womb of creation. But it's not going to happen if she's in masculine energy. If she's in masculine energy, it's great. She is solving and achieving things that the universe needs, because the universe never wants to lose. The universe is basically needing people who is ready to perform certain tasks, and if there is no one around, a woman is going to have to do it. But if she is busy in the physical world, cannot really channel the female energy, which is in the metaphysical world. So because of that, men has less option. Men who are basically kind of ready have less options to actually achieve that in the metaphysical world, because there is actually no one to help, because women are busy doing their own thing. So in the long term, it creates a kind of delay that is not bad at the same time, because it's giving you the space to transform and become the person you meant to be. Is it easy? Well, if it was easy, everybody will be an ascended master right now, doing amazing things just with the power of the thought. But before to use in a responsible way the power of the thought, people need to have that awareness. I hope my message is not misunderstood. I'm not saying everybody is less or whatever. Everybody has that power. But what we do to get there, we need to get rid of that part that is preventing us to be there. And yeah, for sure, like right now, this desiring things, to manifest things, and the laws of assumption and all these kind of things are the 1%. There is 99% we are missing. And the universe desire that people who is ready to receive that power start to receive it. I hope this inspire you to go against the trick of the illusion to become the person you meant to be. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, I wish you a day full of miracles.